are they just being given those tickets?
Well, it's been sold out. I mean, this fight has been sold out from almost the beginning of the fight, and you probably have seen the stories where actually, if I priced the seats higher, in this particular case, I would have done fine. And, you know, it gets to a point where do you stop? But this has been just a tremendous phenomenon. It's been really a great experience.
You live in a world of high rollers and high livers. Is there anything quite like a heavyweight championship fight of this dimension for the excitement it brings to you, personally?
I don't think, and I get involved in a lot of different events, not only in sports, but in other things. And I don't think I've ever been involved in anything that's been so exciting as this particular fight. I went and I attended the Ali-Frazier fight, the original one. That was, to this day, the single most exciting thing probably that I've ever done, beyond sports, beyond anything else. I mean, that was really an exciting evening. There's nothing like a great, great championship fight, heavyweight fight, and here you have two undefeated champions. I think it's going to be fantastic.
What is the potential fallout at the gaming tables in your casinos from a spectacle like this?
Well, it's very substantial if it all works out like we anticipate it to work out. The tables are just packed with people, and they come from all over the world, and some of them are very, very extraordinarily wealthy. And with the Holmes fight as an example, where Larry Holmes fought Mike Tyson, it was a phenomenal evening. It was $15 million, and that was...
You made $15 million at the tables?
Well, essentially over a short period of time, probably in excess of that. And that was a fight that was a relatively inexpensive fight that turned out to be much bigger as an event than people thought. So we were really happy, and this one should be just a monster.
Thanks so much, Donald Trump. Money, money, money. Now let's get to the fight, fight, fight. Two guys who fought a lot and made a lot, Sugar Ray Leonard, who himself overcame long odds a year ago, and Larry Holmes, who fought both Spinks and Tyson, have some insights on the fight. Who better?
Larry, if there was anyone that's more familiar with the styles of Michael Spinks and Mike Tyson, that would be you, big guy.
You're right, Ray. I did fight Michael Spinks twice, and I fought Michael Tyson. Even though the fights did not go as I wanted them to go, I still found out a lot of interesting things.
Well, it's no big secret the way Mike Tyson fights. As we take a look here with his fight against Pinklon Thomas.
Right here with Pinklon Thomas, Mike Tyson do not give him any room at all. And when I found, in my experience of fighting Mike Tyson, he throws punches with both hands. He's very quick, he's very determined, and he never stops. And this is one of the problems that Michael Spinks is going to have. He's got to be ready for this fight.
Larry, you just talked about the hand speed and the power of Mike Tyson. Let's talk Michael Spinks now. What should Spinks do to neutralize that? For instance, I'm Mike Tyson, which is going to be kind of tough, but I'll try it anyway. What should Spinks be doing at this point here?
I think Spinks got to do the things he's been doing. He got to use his jabs, giving this guy angles, moving side to side, and then come in here and tie him up when he gets close. Referee break it, push him off, and come back and do the same thing. Come in with his flurries like this, and then get on out like that. And then if he gets in trouble again, tie him up. That's what he got to do all night.
Okay, Larry, talking about Michael Spinks, let's take a look to see what makes him so special.
I wouldn't say special, Ray. I would say awkward. Michael Spinks is very awkward. Mike Tyson has to be ready for that. Spinks gives you the angles, he moves side to side, he throws punches when you least expect him to throw them. And Tyson got to be ready for that.
Larry, Michael Spinks is awkward, but he calls it unique. And I found out through my own personal experience in the ring, dealing with the awkward fighter, it was quite difficult. Now for a young Mike Tyson, what should he do to contend with that unique style of Michael Spinks? This time, Larry, I'll be Michael Spinks.
What he's got to do, Ray, is the same thing that he's been doing all the time. Just go to the body, back Michael Spinks, back up against the rope. Just keep going, use the ring, cut him off, and then eventually that right hand will land. That's what he's got to do to Michael Spinks.
Okay, Larry, we talked about the strong points. Let's concentrate now on the weak areas.
You got it. One of the things I noticed about Mike Tyson, he leaps in, and when he leaps in, he's vulnerable for a left uppercut. And Michael Spinks throws a good left uppercut. And another thing, as you see me fighting here, Mike Tyson sometimes get to be flat-footed, and if you get up on your toes and use that jab, he's very vulnerable to that too. Ray, Mike Tyson is not as strong inside as people think he is, because when he got inside, I was able to tie him up just like that, and I was able to turn him. If Spinks can do that, he can land right hands and left hooks on that. And I think that would be really good for Michael Spinks if he can do that.
But you know, Larry, I also found out that at times, Tyson has a tendency to put both feet together, and in doing so, he's off balance, so A little push, he's off balance. Tell you what, let's take a look at Michael Spinks' weakness also.
One of Mike Spinks' weaknesses is his weakness. He's not strong at all. He throws a lot of punches, but those punches don't really hurt you. And if you don't hurt Mike Tyson will run over you. And when he gets tired, he's got a tendency of dropping his left, and that's when you can come over with a right hand, as you see right there. If Mike Tyson hit him, it would be good night, Irene.
Okay, Larry, we had an opportunity to look at the strength and the weaknesses of both fighters. What's your total observation of this fight?
Well, I think Mike Tyson is going away. You got to stay on top of Mike Spinks, throw his punches, trap him, put him up against the rope, and do what he know how to do.
Okay, Larry, the intangibles with both fighters. First of all, Michael Spinks, he's been inactive for over a year. Will there be a problem?
Yeah, that would hurt him. I don't care what nobody says. They say inactivity sometimes does you good. I found out that's not true. I was off a year and 9 months, and when I got back in the ring with young Mike Tyson, that really hurt me. So I don't think that's going to help Michael Spinks at all.
Okay, let's talk about the champ, Mike Tyson. He's had a few distractions in recent past. Will that be a factor there?
I don't think so, Ray, because he's young enough to overcome all of that. He don't really realize he have problems. The guy is rich, he's young, and he see a pot of gold ahead. So I don't really think he's going to have that much of a problem overcoming that.
Well, thank you, champ. But before you go, you must give me a prediction. Who's going to win the fight on June 27th?
Well, I have to say like this, Ray. I think this will sum it all up. Spinks jinx, there's nothing to it. The whole world know he won't do it. He'll run around the ring for a few rounds, but Mike Tyson will run him down.
So your prediction is Mike Tyson by knockout?
Yes, by knockout.
Thanks, Larry.
You got it.
All right, champ.
Who's going to win the fight and why? Tyson. And let me tell you something. Don't go away for that first round. Don't buy a Coke and don't buy a hot dog because you're liable to miss the stroke because it's going to be a knockout.
Fight experts are a dime a dozen and worth every penny. And we've impaneled 4 cents worth right here with Ray Leonard, fresh from his outing with Larry Holmes, Richie Giacchetti, the former trainer of Larry Holmes, and Mike Katz, the boxing writer for the New York Daily News. Mike, for months now, people have been coming up to me in the street and airports, calling me on the freeway in cars. Does Mike Spinks have a chance? Does Michael Spinks have a chance?
I just don't see it. Of course, anybody has a chance who can punch. The question really comes down to whether or not Michael Spinks can hurt Mike Tyson. I don't think Spinks was a great puncher as a light heavyweight. I'm not sure that Mike Tyson has the best chin in the world. He doesn't have a Muhammad Ali chin, but he doesn't have an Ernie Shavers chin either. I think the question will be if Spinks can't keep Tyson off with his bad legs, then he's not going to be able to get away, and he has no chance.
Richie, fights usually come down to who can hurt who more. What do you think of Spinks' chin and his punching power?
Michael Spinks, when he fought Larry, even 2 times, Larry never come back one time and complained about it. He was hurt at all. And many times would come back in the corner and says, is the guy doing anything to you? He said, he's hitting me, but he's not hurting me. So I said, well, then put the pressure on him. I mean, what are you backing off? Just go walk through him. But he's got a style that's so unorthodox that he's so hard to hit, and then he throws these funny punches from all different angles that, he's like an Aaron Pryor or even Mike Tyson. The different angles is what's confusing the guy straight up on you. But can Michael Spinks hurt Mike Tyson? I don't think so. I don't think he can hurt him enough to put him out, but like Kat says, his chin is still questionable to me. Is it like Ali Frazier, Ali Norton, Foreman in Norton, Larry Holmes and Norton, Larry Holmes and Spinks, and not Spinks, but Shavers. Can he take that punch? Is it a war? I hit you, you hit me, back and forth, boom, boom, boom. Can Mike Tyson take that? This is what Michael Spinks has to do. If he runs from him, it's going to be a dull fight.
Ray, I've read where you give Spinks a 50-50 chance to win. You've known Spinks since the '76 Olympics. He must have stuff in him to keep winning 12 years without a defeat. That has to be taken into account in a fight like this.
Larry, the reason I look forward to a great fight is because Michael Spinks is a clever boxer. It's not a matter of having the